Hey guys and girls, how's it going, and welcome back to another episode of the Madpack with myself, Lewis. Hello. I have made myself a little area of my rubbery goodness because I wasn't really too cool with the last place that we had being next to the ender portal. I couldn't move the blocks, they were horrible, it didn't work, so I've moved it, and I've a new attendant known as Dryad who's helping me with my daily stuff. I think I should probably put down some torches, maybe. Yes, let's throw down some of these guys. There we go. So I added this little place out here. It's nothing much, but it does the job. And that's where we're getting all our rubber from at the minute. I've got like a fairly decent amount. I've got like 22. Did you just come in my house? Are you? Why? No. Okay. So I've got a pretty decent amount of the rubber. And I've also got up this way, if we go have a look, I got quite a lot of rubber wood because I cut down all the ones that we had over here. So they're all gone, disapparated. I need to move the dirt, but except for that, it's looking a little bit cleaner. Man, if only I could get rid of those, but I couldn't figure out how to do it, so maybe I'll have a little snoop around. Now, we're going to need to make a few IC2 goodies today, and we're going to make our solar panel, hopefully, for our forceness, and then we should be kind of rocking and rolling. I was going to use thermal expansion, but I've used thermal expansion like a million times, so I thought I would try something different. Yes. Now, we're going to need a few things. We're going to need ourselves some iron, aren't we? We need some iron, so let's grab some iron. There we go. And we're going to need to slap this into some of these guys. Cool. And we're going to basically need to make ourselves some scissors. Or are they cutters? One of the two? Yes, cutters. There we go. Okay, so we need 3 iron plates and 2 bits of iron to make our little cutty guys. So let's do a couple of these. There we go. And with these, we can go ahead and we can cut all of our metals into stringy little bits. Yes, and that's going to be kind of useful. So let's have a look. So we're going to need to make a solar panel. This is the first thing we need to do, and we're going to make the Dartcraft one because we've been using Dartcraft. I think we should. Why not? So we need a white force panel. It was made exactly the same as the one from IC2, except we use force stuff because force stuff is cool. Now we're going to need ourselves an RE battery, which means we're going to need ourselves an insulated tin cable, which means that we're going to need this stuff, and the insulated tin cable is made of a tin plate and our cutters. So let's get ourselves a little bit of tin, and we will give it a slap into our tin plates, and then we'll go cut it into loads of little tin cabley guys. Cool. And we're going to use a little bit of our rubber to turn it into a tin cable. There we go. Cool beans. Okay, so we've got our tin cable. Now we're also going to need ourselves a couple of more things. We're going to need some of these things. Some tin iron casings. So they're basically slap tin that's been slapped once again into more tin. There we go. See? Give it a little hit. Bam! Although we're going to need another one, aren't we? Let's grab another bit of tin. There we go. Cool. So it's that. We've got our insulated tin cable. And I'm going to take a flying guess that the other bit's redstone, although it's been a long time since I've done IC2. I think it was this. Redstone and this guy. Yeah, there we go. 1 RE battery. Cool. So we're going to need that. We're going to need a furnace. And we're going to need a forcing block. That just sounds so amazing. Forcing block, which is made of a load of force plates. Yes. So let's see if we have a spare furnace around. I don't think we do. No. Well, that's fine. We'll just make ourselves a regular one. I think that's going to be a thing. I wonder if I need to replace this guy, because I haven't replaced it since the last time we did it. So there's just bits and bobs everywhere. Like, it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. Although we will get around to replacing it at some point. Let me go see if I can find some cobbly stone. This will do the trick, I think. Thank you very much. And now we can make our furnace. Cool. Let's go throw this stuff in here. Alright. 1 furnace made. Yeah, I'm gonna flip the songs around, I think. We're gonna need to go and do some we need to go do some adventuring soon so we can get ourselves some new tracks. Because I've been listening to the same 2 tracks for some time. It's gonna be cool to listen to some new stuff. So let's grab our forcey stuff. So let's turn this into these guys. We're going to need a load of them, so we might as well just grab loads. And we'll make our forcer shin. There we go, forcer shin. And this guy, and this guy. And we have a white force generator. Nice. So just like the IC2 one, you can go and throw coal and whatnot into this guy and it's going to create power. But we want power to be free. We don't want to have to wait for it. That's no fun. And to do that, we're going to need all the rest of these bits. So we're going to need a load of electronic circuits. Circuits are made with copper cables. Copper cables are made with uninsulated copper. But the cool thing with Dartcraft is when you do it with Dartcraft, you get yourself 2 of them. See? Pretty cool. Whereas normally you'd use iron, you only get 1. So Dartcraft prevails again. We already have our force plate. So we're going to need ourselves a load of copper, aren't we? So let's go and slap this into size. There we go. I'll leave 1 just because I can. And we'll do this. Cool. So that's 4. Actually, no, I'm not going to leave 1 because we need that one. Cool. That's 6. So we've got 6 of those guys. Let's make them into regular ones. Cool. And we're going to need some more redstone, aren't we? Okay. So it's these. Our cables and our redstone. Bam. Electronic circuits. Cool beans. Now, we're also going to need ourselves some coal dust, aren't we? So let's grab some coal. And we'll go throw that in our pulverizer. And that's going to make our coal for us. And we're going to need some glass. What if I have any regular? I do have many irregular glass. Cool. So this will make us our first furnace. Or our first, our first solar panel. Now, let's have a look in here. The white force panel. Charles. There we go. White force panel. Nice. So this guy produces so many bits of power, if we have a look. So while it's in here, it generates 0.1 EU per tick. But that's because we're inside. Oh, hey there, helper. How's it going? How's the sapling trees doing out there? Yes, it doesn't make much because it's inside, so it needs to be outside. So I wonder if I pick it up. I can. Hey, cool. So we need to bring it outside. Now, as far as I'm aware, the regular amount it makes is 1 EU per tick. So it doesn't make much, but you know, it makes enough. And we're going to need a place to move all our power, aren't we? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pulverize a load of my tin. There we go. And with that, I'm then going to turn it into tin, and we'll make ourselves a load more tin cables. Yeah. Because the tin cables are the weakest of the cables, but even though they only send a very low amount of EU per tick, they can send it very far without losing barely anything, which is awesome. So if any of you guys don't know how the cables work from IC2, they hold different voltages. If you supply a voltage that is too strong for that cable, it will explode. And some cables also have a deficiency on the range that they are as well. So if you have it like going from one side of the world to the other side of the world, some cables are going to work out better than the others without losing too much stuff. And the tin cables, which are basically the rubbish cables, I believe. Let's have a look. So these guys, those ones, insulated tin cables, can only supply 32 EU per tick, but they do go very far, which is kind of cool. I think it's these ones. Let's have a look. So it's industrial craft, isn't it? Industrial craft. And we want to look at the cables. Yes, here we go. Tin cables, HV cables, insulated HV cables, insulated gold cables, insulated tin cables. You can see down there 32 EU per tick, 512, 2048. And 8,192. So a fairly large amount. There is also the copper cables, which I guess is down here, which holds 128 EU per tick. So, yes. Have we got all the stuff we have? Cool. So this should be furnacing up. Cool beans. So let's go and turn this into all of the cables that we need. And we're going to try and keep it as close as possible so we don't have to use millions of them. But I think that's going to be enough, so let's do this. We'll do that. Bam. And now we can have the cables and all the stuff coming out of here, which is kind of cool. So let's figure out where we want to throw this guy. I'm thinking we're just going to throw it like up here, maybe, because this goes onto the roof. At least I think it does. Yeah, it does. Cool. Let's go have some sleeps, though. Otherwise, all the bad guys are going to come out. The world's going to end. It's going to suck. And at least we can jump up there now with our flying ender sword. Yes, Dartcraft has done us well. Whoop. Okay, right, so let's throw down this guy. Now I'm going to throw down a cable first, and we'll do that. Cool. Should be producing 1 EU per tick. It is kind of cool. And we're going to have this coming out of here, aren't we? So maybe I'm going to put a block like that. And, oh, there we go. Cool beans. So we've got a cable. Nice. Now we actually need to connect it to something. And the first thing I'm thinking of making, which is going to be fairly handy, is going to be a extractor, I believe. Let's have a look at the extractors. The extractor? I think it is. Yeah, make the white force extractor. Obviously we can make the IC2 one, but the white force extractor is just a lot cooler. So we need another electronic circuit, we need a load more tree taps, we need some more force machine blocks. So let's work on doing those first. So we've got just enough rubber for our copper, haven't we? So let's grab some silver, gold. Oh wow, I'm out of copper. Insane. Oh no, I'm not, we're good. We're good. Let's make some of these. There we go. And we'll cut these guys up again. Cool. To make these. And bam. Alright, so we've got our 6 copper cables. Now we're going to need our force machine. So let's grab a load of those. I'm probably going to have to use the rest of my force gems here, but that's, you know, that's alright. We'll use these, why not? Bam. 12. That's pretty much bang on the amount I need as well, which is nice. So let's turn all this into force machine. Cool. And we have our copper cables, we have our force machine. We're going to need some redstone. And make ourselves another one of these guys. So, there we are. Force plate. And I love how this gives us 2 every time. It's just insane. Cool. 2 electronic circuits. Nice. We need our force machine block. There we go. Which is basically a machine. Yes, and a basic machine casing. And we're going to need 4 tree taps as well. So let's make some tree taps. I'm probably going to have to use these force logs. And we need 4, don't we? And they can't be used either, so... Bam, there we go. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now we can make our force guy. Oh. They're tree taps, aren't they? I always forget. Anything that has a use bar on it, like items like these, you can't shift click. It doesn't like it. So we have our white force extractor. Now this should be able to get power via this cable. Now I don't know if I want it running above, or we could just have the cable going along there. That could be a way of doing it. So we can have it kind of coming below it. Or we can have it going behind it. I'm not really too fussed. I don't mind it going below it. Bam. There we go. So we should see our energy going in there now from our panel, which is kind of nice. It would be handy if I made myself a bat box, but I think I'm going to hold off that for the time being until we've got more rubber. I'd rather make a load more rubber first before we do anything. And I kind of like how it has all of the same stuff on it. The force extractor is an advanced version of the extractor. That's about it. So we should, in theory, still be able to do this if we throw that stuff in there. Yeah, there we go. See? It needs more power, obviously, but over time it will do the trick. And more of the solar panels that we get, the more of the rubber we're going to be able to get our hands on as well, which is kind of nice. Oh wow, look at that guy go mental. It needs that power to be able to do its thing. Alright, let's leave it. Let it get some power up, shall we? Cool. So, now that we've got that, we can do our extracting to get our rubber wood, which is kind of nice. We're also going to want ourselves another machine, which is going to be, and oh my god, I haven't used this in so long for IC2 that I just can't remember the names for any of them. Let's have a look. I'm sure Dartcraft knows the one I'm talking about. The grinder, that's the kiddie. So we're going to need more blocks, we'll need more circuits. We're going to need more rubber. Yes, we're going to need a lot more rubber to be able to do this. So I might just leave that in there and let it just do its thing. While we go have a little gander outside. See if we've got some more rubber. I love how my little friend's still just running around. Like a madman. There we go. And when I did this, I can't do trees that are different sizes, especially when it's just like the stalk of them. It hurts. So I had to put blocks across the top just to make sure they grew the same size. And if they grew too big and I had to break a rubber block, I would have been gutted, so I couldn't let that happen. So we've got 13 bits here. Let's go and cook this stuff up in here. Oh, there we go. And we've got more tin. Nice. More tin's good. Let's go throw some coal in there. And soon we're not going to have to do this, because it's just going to work. Yes. Cool beans. Okay, right. Let's make our way downstairs, because we're going to need to grab some more copper, aren't we? And where was my mine? Was it this way? It was this way, wasn't it? Yeah. I had like a tiny little mine that was kind of awesome down this way. We're going to get some more copper. We'll grab ourselves possibly more tin. And I think that should do the trick. Remember as well, though, that I can teleport back at any time. So I'm going to use that as my way of getting back if I ever get in trouble. Because I do know that we're basically on top of one of the roguelite dungeons. And they're kind of scary because there's a lot of bad guys in there. So, yes. I believe it's up here. Aha, yes. Okay. So we're looking for ores. Now I do know that there is a fairly large cave around here somewhere. Oh, Furnace Dark Roast Beans. Fire Aspect 2, Sharpness 2. Gonna beat some people up with some beans. That doesn't sound very friendly at all. I will grab these though. You know, I'm gonna leave. I'm not really a fan of coffee, so I'll leave the beans. Thanks, if you don't mind. Right, let's go mining. I know somewhere around here there's a fairly decent cave, but I've got to find it. Oh, I can hear bad guys already. That probably means we're fairly close to all the bad guys. So I've been thinking about whether I should move out of my little hovel that I have at the minute and move into the castle once we beat it. And I'm not too sure, because I kind of like my hovel. You know, it's kind of nice where we are at the minute. Although having a bigger place... Probably. Oh my god, it's a silvery fish. Die in a fire. Thank you. Yeah, I kind of like what we have at the minute, so I might stick with that, or I might move on to something else. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. I guess you guys can get back to me on that one. Ah, this is the way, wasn't it? I knew there was a way around here. Let's do this. Whoop. Oh. Whoop. Wait, there we go. Cool beans, we're inside. Now, there was a huge cave around it somewhere, but I can't remember where. There it is! Check this out. Look how insane that is down there. It's just bad guys everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. And it would have kind of helped if I made some torches. Maybe. There we go. Alright. Let's be a little bit careful. I'm not a huge fan of dying. Oh my god. Oh wow, he's got a guy on his head. Run away! Run away! I just want to find a good mine to get my stuff. Ah! A good mine to find stuff. This could be the one. Oh my god, they're all coming down after me! Why has he got like 135 health? It's a bit harsh. Oh, they're behind me. And I've gone and dead-ended myself. Brilliant. Ooh, let's go this way. Oh, wow. This cave system just goes on for literally forever. Whoop. Kind of just want some copper. Oh my god! It was a fake one! It was a fake one! That's not on! You can't do that! You can't trick me into thinking that you're iron and then being like, no, not today. That's not fair! You can't do that! We got some of this stuff. Some rubies. But no copper. Huh. I might have to go on a mission to find myself some copper. It might have to be a thing. Okay, I managed to find some fairly decent areas to get myself some coppers and things. I'll tell you what, there is no safe place in the Madpack. Like, literally. It's daytime, the sun is up in the air, it's beautiful outside, there's explosions going off around me, and every time I dig something, it's a silverfish. Literally every time I dig something, it's a silverfish. It's just trying to kill me. It wants me dead. But I kind of want to explore down here a little bit, see if there's any other cool bits. Let's get a little bit as we can, you know, grab some bits. There we go. See, got 33 bits. It's kind of nice. There we go, let's grab all of this. My pick's going to break soon though, which kind of sucks. But that's fine. Let's see if there's anything else down here. There's so much Sirs quartz, and quartz everywhere, it's unreal. Like, it's someone saying, Lewis, do some AE. And I kind of love AE. Someone might have to do it. I don't know. Oh. I can hear that. Mr. Spider down there. What you doing, Mr. Spider? Hello, you. Kobold. What a weird guy. Okay. I think we might have most of the stuff now. 41 copper. We got a little bit of iron. I'd kind of like a bit more iron if I could. There's always more copper down there. Oh, it's a kobold. They literally just go around stealing everything, don't they? What happy little fellas. Kobolds leave the best. They must have such a fun little life. Going around stealing everyone's stuff. Oh my god, it's a creeper that looks weird. Has my stuff broke yet? Like, my armor is pretty much gone. Haha. Iron? Ah, yes. Loads of iron. Good stuff. Right, let's grab all of this. And then we'll make our way back, I think. And we're kind of lucky that none of this iron is turned into silverfish, because that's generally what happens. Poof. Oh man, I love that. That staff is literally the best thing. Like, it's so good. Okay, right, let's get some of this copper up in here cooking. There we go. And it'd be kind of handy to have our generator back down, I think. Let's put it there. And we'll throw some fuel in it. Let's use... We just got a load of this, didn't we? So let's throw in some furnace stuff. There we go. Cool beans. So we're getting our pulverized copper. So that can all go in there. Got a load of iron, which is nice. Let's throw our ores in here that we got. Cool. Have I got one for armor? I have. Alrighty then. So, we was going to make something, wasn't we? What was we going to make? We was going to make an extractor. That's the gubbins. So, we're going to need our stuff. Now, I've left a load of it up here, I think. So, I want my cutters. I want my hammer. I want my forcer shin. Probably want a circuit. And my rubber. Yeah, that'll do the trick. So, here we go. So, a grinder. So, we need our circuit. We need our forcer shin. Which means we're going to need more of this. Which means we're going to need more iron. Man, I've used a lot of iron for this. But it's kind of worth it, I guess. There we go. So that. And these guys. Forcer shin. And we need some flint. Cool. And 2 bits of cobblestone. Nice. Okay. Bam. White force grinder. Sounds pretty cool. Can go there. Okay. So that will slowly fill up with power. And this one is as well. But you've got to remember we've only got one of these guys up here. And this area isn't chunk loaded either. So when I'm away, it doesn't stay loaded. Unfortunately. It could, maybe making a chunk loader could be a thing. Like that could kind of be a little bit handy, couldn't it? Let's have a look. Chunk loader. We need gold. We need an enchantment table. And we need a ender pearl. Oh. I might have all of that. How many bits of gold do we need? We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh man. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're like a tiny bit short on the gold. Well, that's fine. We'll make it next time. I'll go get myself some more gold at some point. But our force grinder's filling up with power very slowly. So I am probably going to need some more of these. It might even be worth making a generator just to throw that little extra bit of power in. So we want a generator. And we'll probably do the white force generator because, you know, it's kind of handy, isn't it? So what do we need? We need a force machine, we need an RE battery, and we need a furnace. Well, that's not a problem. Although, probably going to need to use the rest of our iron. So that's 7. Oh, we're really close. Let's do our gold. Oh man, we got. We have got gold. Nice. Okay, right. That's going to be kind of handy as well. I wonder if I can use copper with force stuff. Like, is that a thing? Can we do that? No. It doesn't look like it. There we go. That's kind of cool. So, is there an easier way of making these guys? Let's have a look. So, for force machine, obviously we have to make our force ingots. And the best way of doing that is with mob ingots. Ah. Of any type. Bronze. Dart iron. Dart iron. Ah. So if we double smelt iron, we get dart iron. And dart iron gives us 3 apiece. Well, that's pretty cool, I guess. Yeah. Wow, I didn't know that. What other ones can we do? I bet there's loads of funky ones that we can try out. Oh man, that's an insane recipe. Minium stone, plus it gives us 6. Although I found no bits of these stuff yet, which kind of sucks. Force generators. And the rest is with mob ingots, it looks like, to get more of them. I think mob ingots could probably be the way to go, I must say, because they seem kind of cool, don't they? Should we give it a test? Let's go find someone to test this on. So if we get ourselves a load of mob ingots, let's try chicken ingots. There we go. So I got 2 chicken ingots. And if we go and grind these up in our force furnace. Now, I don't know whether it needs to be actual bad mobs, or we can use, like, any mob to do this. If we can use any mob, you know, it's going to be pretty cool, isn't it? So we got our chicken chunks. So let's go and furnace these guys up. Because I want to try and hold up my gold ingots. I want to keep hold of these guys for my chunk loader. Because it's going to be a little bit handy, isn't it? So if we do these, we'll get our white mob ingots. And this supposedly would give us 3, which is kind of cool. Let's have a look. But I think from now onwards what we're going to do is we're going to double smelt the iron to do it that way so we get more of it. So it's that and that. Yeah, look, 3 force ingots. Nice. Alright, I'm going to go and grind up my other chicken. It's so horrible. Grinding up chickens, but it needs to be done. So there's another 2 of those, wasn't it? Bam. So we can make our force machine. I love the name of that. It's just the best name. So we need a force machine, we need an RE battery, so we need a couple more of these, don't we? So we need some tin. Yeah, we got like different types of tin, which is kind of cool. So we'll do that, and do that again, and the same for this guy. Cool, so there's that. We need 2 bits of redstone, and we need a insulating cable, and that is enough, I think. So those guys, redstone, tin cable, cool, RE battery, and we've got our force machine, and it's a furnace, isn't it? So let's grab some cobblestone. Cool, and this should do the trick. There we go. So as it was our RE battery and our force machine, gives us our force generator. Cool, and if we throw that there, it should put power into our system. I kind of hope. Now, I don't actually know how much this puts out. I think it's efficiency 1.0, so we need to be a little bit careful not to go overdoing our cable, but I think we should be perfectly fine. So let's throw a load of these guys in here. So there's this. Bam. And now it's putting out EU per tick. 16 EU per tick. That is insane. So really, when you think about it, we're doing 17 EU per tick, and the cables can hold 32, so we're kind of cool there. Yes. And you can also throw... Now, this is what I don't understand. I think you can throw in force. Like, you can... I don't know where it is, but I think you can do something with these force generators to make them better. But I don't understand it myself. Like, I wonder if they run better on force. It doesn't look like they do. But I need to try and figure out how this guy works. Force generators may be recolored with dyes or IC2 painters. I wonder if we can recolor everything. Is that even a thing? Have I got any more lapis? I don't. That sucks. That sucks horribly. We use redstone. Redstone. No, we cannot. Well, that sucks. I don't even know what I did with all my lapis. It seems to have separated. Oh, I thought I had it then. See if we can make it look red. That could be kind of cool. Although I don't think we can do with the other things, because I think you can only colour the generators. I don't think the other IC2 stuff can be coloured. Oh man, it won't let me do it. Oh, it sucks. Maybe it doesn't have to be working. Do your thing. Do it. No. Oh, it doesn't want to work. Fair enough. Bam. Well, at least we know inside these guys now they've got like a buttload of power, which is kind of cool. So we can go and do all of the stuff that we wanted to do. We can also go ahead and change all of our rubber wood now into that guy. So we can put that in the extractor, and that's going to go do that for us, which is nice. And we can also start using our grinder instead of using our pulverizer out here. Yeah. Which is going to be kind of more renewable, kind of. So let's throw all of these bits and bobs into here. There we go. And I'll start smelting up some of these guys. That's going to need some more fuel. Nice. So at least we're starting to get our ores a little bit more under control, which they weren't before. And we can throw that in there. You guys in there. And our mob drops. Bam, can go in there. And you can go in there. Cool beans. Okay. And for you guys who don't know this works, basically with this guy you just go in and you throw your stuff in there and it crushes it up for you. Yeah, crushes it all up. And then you get your dusts, which is pretty cool. Here it comes. Bam, look, tin powder, iron powder. Oh my god, I didn't even know you could do that. I didn't even know you could do... Wow. Wow. Just wow. And then that needs to go into a furnace, and then we're pretty much sorted. So I could have a thing coming out of here and going into a furnace. Look at that, we've got 2 iron powder and 6 tin powder from that. I forget that Dartcraft has its own type of powder, which is, you know, kind of cool. Kind of cool. I need to figure out what this guy does, because I don't really understand what this guy does. I wonder if we could put a power one in there and that would work. I don't know. I'm gonna have a look. But that is going to be that for today's episode, guys. We have done a fairly decent amount. We've got a good amount of stuff done. All of the stuff out here is looking pretty good. We've got our solar panel done. We've got our generators, our forced extractors for all of the rubbers that we're going to need. Yeah. And we've got a force grinder, which seems to be making us iron powder as well as tin powder. It's pretty cool, right? I like it. And we'll be back shortly with another episode. So I hope you enjoyed it, guys. I'll see you soon. Have yourself a great day. As always, have a good one, and goodbye.